Moving on, a senior Iraqi lawmaker says the Daesh terrorist group is selling millions of dollars worth of oil on the black market in Turkey. Mowaffak al-Rubaie said the Daesh terrorists managed to sell $800 million worth of oil in Turkey in the past 8 months. He noted that the terrorists sell Iraqi and Syrian oil at less than 50% of the international price. Citing Iraqi intelligence services, Rubaie also accused Turkey of providing medical treatment to terrorists in hospitals along the border and even in Istanbul. He added that some security officers in Turkey are sympathizing with Daesh, allowing the terrorists to go from Istanbul to the borders and infiltrate Syria and Iraq. And for more on that story, we're joined by Dr. Mowaffak al-Rubaie, member of Iraqi Parliament and Iraq's former National Security Advisor, who's joining us now via satellite from the Iraqi capital, Baghdad. Dr. Rubaie, welcome to the program. Please explain to us more on how Turkey has provided a black market for the Daesh terrorist group to sell its oil.
The Daesh terrorist organization has a huge trucks convoy from inside Iraq and inside Syria. They're selling the Iraqi oil in the black market, in the Turkish black market, for the businessmen, for the Turkish businessmen, under the auspices, under the, if you like, the care and eyes of the Turkish security forces. Now they managed to fetch and generate revenue of in the last few months, probably 8 to 10 months. They managed to generate $800 million in the Turkish black market, and basically what they do, this crude oil, Iraqi crude oil and Syrian crude oil, get it refined inside Turkey. Locally, and sold. The products get sold in the Turkish market, as well as they track it. Basically as a secondary market, they get it to Jihan and then shipped in the pipeline to the Mediterranean coast and then to the international market. It gets sold for probably around $20 to $25 a barrel, and that is probably in the region of 50% reduction of the price. And we've been monitoring this, and the Iraqi, our allies and ourselves have been monitoring this market for months and months and months. And we came to this conclusion that unless the Turkish authority put its control on apply their control on this market, this market is like the oxygen. See, dollars and money is like oxygen for Daesh terrorist organization. And if you want to suffocate, if you want to strangle this terrorist organization, you need to stop the oxygen, and the oxygen is the dollars. The oxygen is the money Daesh terrorist organization is generating in the Turkish market. Now there are other activities. Unfortunately, the Turkish government need to do and to stop. There are still in 2 years ago, for example, there were thousands and thousands of these jihadists coming all over the world, with terrorists coming from all over the world, from North Africa, from the Middle East and GCC countries, Saudi and Emiratis and Qataris and Kuwaitis, coming to Istanbul as a hub. And then they come down, they go down south, and then to cross the borders from Turkey to Syria and then to Iraq. Now, nowadays, admittedly, there are hundreds, probably still hundreds every month coming to Istanbul as a hub, and then percolate, if you like, through the Syrian-Turkish border and then to Iraq. We have managed to either arrest, kill who are fighting in Iraq, the terrorists, there are very few numbers of them actually Iraqis. Most of them they're either European or North African or Arabs coming from Sudan or from Saudi Arabia, and they're taking over Daesh terrorist organization in Iraq, fighting the Iraqi government forces. So there are so many things Turkish government can do and should do. For example, Daesh terrorist leaders, when they get wounded, they go to the Turkish hospitals, and there are so many of them. We have cited at least tens of them in the hospitals south of Turkey, and they're getting the treatment there. And when they get cured, they go back to Iraq or Syria. So I think that it is a moral and it's an international duty for Turkish government to do its duty, to do its share in counter-terrorism.